Puck lane counters right now. Okay. They needed a Yule's builder. You need it against the Ion Shell Surge of Darkseer, which can both be dispelled. The Overpower of Ursa can be dispelled. You also want to Yule's him up in the air when he ults. And then you have the Silence from Puck. So a natural, but I'm definitely leaning towards team. The FE one is perfect because laughs are a global thing, or universal thing. And then also, like, how many Dota situations can you say it where it will tilt the opponent?
Yeah.
I think that seems like a really important aspect of the voice lines.
Beastcoast with an early invade, gonna come in, block some camps and everything. To deny some of that farm game. I think perhaps knowing that Shaker's going to be maybe spending a lot of time out of lane doing some stacks. I'm going to shut down those shenanigans.
Good to be this good.
It doesn't help.
It looks like maybe they're dodging. Oh no, they're just being aggressive. I got mixed up a little bit there.
Do you think it's tactical? Like they know, Secret EG, about those rivalries in the past. Does he bust down lanes? A lot of damage going back and forth in the mid lane. Chrislock getting very low there. And we're going to see how they look to salvage some of these lanes. I think Schofield already recognizing this bottom lane is going to be tough without the reactive armor. Is looking to pull these.
Look at what Puppy's doing. That is such a cool move.
Drags the wave with a Treant. So Schofield, it still moved the creep wave, but
it's the jungle lane.
Yeah, the fourth lane. Have you heard the stories? And Puppy just trading right clicks with Schofield here. Has ice shots, but what a really clever stop for him. They are completely keeping Wisper away. He has hit level 2. It looks like he wants to grab the next wave, which will succeed
grabbing
doing
the
so.
other way.
Yeah. Experience. Back up top. They managed to chase down K1 Hector and get the...
Look, he's begging for that high five.
Ooh.
And he thought he'd get past the tree.
Yeah. That look, I mean, it was one of those things that looks kind of bad, but it back in. Nice stun from the Sven just to save his support, but
okay.
Doesn't feel great. And yeah, the Ion Shell just constantly getting them low here. They haven't got any salves. They're out of regen. This is bad news for them. In this top over there. Void Spirit looking for another kill. Misses on the disable. He's going to make his way back out there. Not sure he would have had the damage to kill Nisha. He did have the raindrops out, so Chrislock using up one of those. Kind of talked about this potentially happen with the Nature's Prophet coming up top, and Yaps are getting very low here. Does die to the creeps in the end here. Is the Iron Shield damage going to be enough to bring down Stinger, but not quite the outcome I think Team Secret were hoping for there. Schofield in the trees. Looking for Zai, who is going to go for a TP out. Can he get him with a snowball in time? No. Cheer. I believe he should be okay. Yeah, Dreamcoat's going to be wearing off, and Chrislock just gets himself out of there as Puppy comes teeping in just for the D-Ward.
Did force him to pop the Arcane Rune, so it's not completely useless that they coiled him there. Oh, but Hector.
Yeah, he's just doing his thing, farming the jungle, but gets caught out with the Observer Ward and chased down. I believe that was the Shrine Ward scouting him out, and they use that to hunt him down as
It feels good to be this
Chrislock
good.
getting poked at. Will be fine.
Don't mind me.
As opposed to the standard max tag team. His job is to clear waves as best he can, defend his towers, peel waves off. Very fascinating. I don't think I've ever seen this skill build since the rework of the tag team.
And
going Veil. Interesting. Makes sense, this game.
Chrislock gets caught by a vacuum, but there's no follow-up.
So much pressure. Wisper's trying bottom, but he's just a temper saw.
Yep. And it seems like for Beastcoast, they're just trying to delay it as much as possible. It will finally now go down, but keeping up for a decent amount of time, it still feels like. Uh-oh. Chrislock gets out of there okay. How's the Dream Call committed?
On Radiant side, you're happy to trade sides like this when you have an Ursa, because you're just going to take Roche the second Beastcoast puts 3 to 4 heroes bottom. Hands of Chrislock, who's...
Nisha, double damage Void Spirit. Can he get the solo kill here? Chrislock gets him low. There's no more Astral Steps, though, and he's going to be a little bit careful.
It's a good space.
Has got the Dissimulate still to maybe try and use that one to escape. Doesn't go to the high ground, though. Stays on the low ground. Gets caught by a Fisher here. I think he was trying to catch him by surprise and some big brain puppy stuff.
They scouted out. Yeah, he has Snowball.
Know. Okay.
Wait to finish it.
Nice.
Oh, nice
Fissure just, yeah, if he went in there, the Fissure was waiting for him.
Look at that Sprout. That was a perfect sprout.
Yep. This is become one of Puppy's best heroes as Schofield now in all sorts of trouble. There's a God Strength being popped somewhere. Chases on. Schofield does manage to get himself out of there. I believe they were pressuring this T1 mid tower, but Nisha shows up, and with the threat of the Dream Call, they've got to be a little bit careful here. Matu getting very low. He's got this Aegis, but he may just lose if he's not careful here. Does end up going down. Great play from Wisper. Gets caught by the Fissure here. The follow-up from Nisha is there with the Dream Call. Catches out too. I don't think they've got the damage to kill this Timbersaw. This is decent for Beastcoast. A lot of spells being forced from the Team Secret side, and they are holding their own, breaking the Aegis right after it gets picked up.
This is a level 9 offlane Timber to the level 7 Ursa, who...
Just smart game with how he secured the Timber's lane, and since then just kept towers alive. Puppy does a nice sprout to get out of the ice shards, but still goes down top.
I remember during their run for 8th place at TI9, I believe it was, Schofield was one of my favorite players to watch. The word I use for him is pesky. He's just so pesky. Clinic for you here.
Matu gets the Enrage up before the stun comes in, but the Ice Shards block is there. Schofield holding onto the Walrus Punch will hit Matu. Snowball follow-up as well, and Matu is going to go down. Great kill for Beastcoast.
Don't let him bait you, Matu. Because they kind of have damage issues defending lanes and overall just before the Sven gets items.
Schofield continuing to poke the bear that is Team Secret, but right now they're not quite looking like a bear with how Beastcoast is having their way. Schofield run, being chased down a little bit. I don't think Matu can do this on his own. Just give it a little bit careful.
I really like the first item Mules. Most Timbers just default to Hood against the Darkseer as well, and he's immediately queued it up, knowing it's more important to dodge the damage than it is to like soak it.
Nice body tramp blocks from Puppy. Just a silencer kill though, but yeah, his whole build, he's anti-Ursa.
For you to hit my Sven.
You'll set up into the pull, and they're going to bring down the puck with the help of the Global Silence. Snowball in, looking for more. They get the punch, they get the... Oh! No! Yes!
Oh my... I mean, we did say if there's a vacuum...
They were just about to get that like last right click to kill him, and the vacuum interrupted it. Holy cow. Ooh.
You can like feel that from the monitor, you know?
Yeah. That's the heartbreak.
Ben doesn't mind Halberd. It's a strength item that he benefits from the damage, but you don't want to buy Halberd.
A beat solo kill by Wisper. It's a bit of a deja vu here. The Dream Call is there, looking to catch him on the retreat. He still may be able to get his way out of this one. Doesn't manage to Timber Chain to the high ground here. Wisper doesn't want to go through the wall until he's got the Timber Chain.
That's easy farm. You can Timber Chain through that infinitely for that 5 gold.
Still being chased a little bit here. He's just going to go into the enemy base and TP out.
Of course.
Love it.
It feels good to be this good.
And Schofield again caught trying to de-ward, I think. The same ward. Oh, Schofield, 3rd time's the charm. Coming back into that same area. Does stay...
Run it back, baby. Let's go.
He's near that Observer Ward vision. Perhaps he knows exactly the range of it. Feels like he's just on the edge of it. Like, okay, there's a ward there. Let's just stay right at the edge.
Yeah, he's the ogre for his team. You know, he's just gank tank extraordinaire.
Make a play off this. They've already smoked. Sven likely going to look to sync up with them. They know this second Roshan is there with the Aghanim Shard.
That's huge for Ursa because he does not want to spend 1,400 gold on that. But it's one of the best shards in the game.
But Beastcoast, like, they're ready to fight now with this BKB timing. This is very smart of them as they jump in. They're going to find Puppy. Once again, he is not having a good time with this Nature's Prophet for the last couple of minutes here. And Beastcoast perhaps looking for more. Wisper could look to set things up with a Yule Scepter. Same for the Void Spirit. Can't get too close here. And Nisha's puck has really been limited in what he can do this game. Can't really get near. If he gets caught by any kind of a Yule Scepter into the Aether Remnant, he just dies.
Yeah, that's why they picked the Void Spirit into it last.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the heroes mid died of puck coil, but Void Spirit with just different than a lot of like the EU teams who do this old game plan situation.
You don't have to global for the Shaker. If you catch the Shaker,
nice.
You get in with the Yules here. Nisha does find a support kill on the backlines. Chris Lusk is fishing. He's got the Yule Scepter. He just needs to catch Nisha, and Nisha knows that. Global Silence is there with the Snowball. They say, we've got the Remnant to follow up, and they'll burst him, blow him up. Nice buyback into the Global there, just to guarantee the kill.
Yeah, one of the most useful buyback supports because you have instant impact. You don't even have to be at the fight. And I think Nisha would have gotten away there. right? He would have been able to dodge the snowball with phase shift into orb, and he couldn't because of that.
Zai could be in some trouble here, but Chris Luck doesn't want to push his luck. Once you secure this Roshan, they know they got the Ursa down kind of low. He's on half health, so can't easily come back in this fight. But with the Shaker respawning, Schofield's just standing there like he's AFK, securing this Roshan. I love it. The tactical feeds continue. And securing an Aegis.
And a Sven that's looking like this.
Big one in, though. The Sven comes in with a BKB.
The Sprout!
Oh, the defensive Sprout. But now they come out of it. The counterplay's there with a nice fissure, blocking up the Sven, going to force him back. He Timber Chain's out of there, though. So they can just cut their losses at a tusk. I imagine they'll be okay with this, but they really want to fight that one with the BKB.
That is a awful... Like, you'd think it's such a better... You'd have a better...
Silencer. Caught a little bit up top. Nisha's there to follow it up. There's a force stuff, but no. Fissure's there to block him. Oh, okay.
That
YapzOr drops the dunk to secure the kill. Can Beastcoast punish this? I mean, it's a big ultimate, but...
He has no buyback on Silence.
Yeah, and I think Secret know this. They want to force a fight. Great vacuum in a two-man fissure. YapzOr blinks in, though. He's in a bit of trouble here. Gets taken out by the Chakram. They do get a support for it, but Secret probably not going to feel like this one's worth it as they lose Zai as well. Chase is on. Doesn't look like they'll get anything more just yet. Puppy's pretty far away unless they fish him out.
See that Timbersaw's level 20? What the hell? I guess he's just
Getting
been
out
a
of
part
control.
of crucial kills this game for Secret.
They have got those kiting plays. You mentioned the Sprout. Puck's going to have an Aghanim Scepter soon, so that's going to limit what this Sven can do. Here you go, Void Spirit gets caught by the fissure from the trees. Does get off the defensive Yule Scepter. The Global Silence is there, but Zai tries to get in with a Greaves Vacuum.
That would have worked.
Just couldn't get the perfect timing he was hoping for.
So the thing is that Sven can get out of Puck Coil with Ags. So he is going it. Yeah. They like never go Ags anymore on Sven. It's kind of outdated after like Swift Link getting added into the game. Satanic just being a broken item for carries in general. Silver Edge also is an amazing option for Sven. But the fact that Sprout's such a massive issue, and it's such a low cooldown ability, and then there's really no way for any carry ever to get out of Axe Coil on Puck, Sven one of the few that can Superman out of that Puck Coil.
Secret going to resort to some pesky split pushing both mid and top. These guys have to address these lanes. They've got Chris Luck in the front lines. There's the vacuum. Two-man fissure. YapzOr falls up with the dunk. Catches out two. K1's trying to turn this fight around, but his BKB is going to be wearing off fairly soon. Hasn't really done the damage on the backlines. Wisper, he's taken out the Shaker. Can he find more? This Timber is causing all sorts of problems as Puppy's TP gets cancelled and Wisper wants more. Is there anything from Matu? No. TP's out. Mules was on cooldown. So it ends up being a slight
3,500 HP because he got that Bloodstone completed.
Yeah.
3,500 HP.
Oh, here come Team Secret again. They're not done. They want to keep fighting. K1 gets gone on. Dreamcall's there. The Global Silence to keep him alive a little bit longer. He's going to turn with the God Strength, but he can't hold his ground against the Matu Ursa. Does get the Stormbolt out. Is jumping in his Chris Luck. Have they got the damage with the Remnant pull? They're going to take out Matu. Darkseer dead as well as Whips is going to go chaining on forward. YapzOr's in some trouble here. Needs to find a blink out. Coast win another fight, getting 3 kills for 1.
That coil break combo is going to be enough to actually kill him.
Timber deforesting the top side of the map here. Finds Zai, still has the Yule Scepter.
That's the Yules.
And Zai, he can't really TP out. There's just too much damage. Man. He just gets
by 2 heroes in the second round by Secret. And it is proving masterful performance by Wisper.
Schofield dies again. But that's been his job for a lot of this game, as Nisha may pay the price to just get a support kill. This has been one of the best 1-in-9 tusks I think I've ever seen.
I think K1 is getting carried this game.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't feel like he's playing bad in any way. It's just the way the draft went, maybe.
Have you ever played one of those pubs as a carry where you feel like you're doing your job, but you never really had to do anything to win the game? You're like, I'm not feeding or anything. I'm farming. That's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
But your team is just like winning the fights for you. They're like, obviously K1's playing fine. I'm just saying that the performance from the other 4 has been pretty insane this game. This is like This is what I think Beastcoast, old Infamous, has to look like if they're gonna make it
back, because that hasn't really popped up all too much in the drafts I've seen. As we're going to see Ursa try and jump on in to defend this top tier 3 tower, but Matu already gets chunked down to half health. The Dream Call is there. Sven just going to break it as he runs back. And Wisper on this front lines, he's just unkillable.
Yeah, just go on this guy.
He backpacks the cheese. He's like, I don't need this cheese. I need the clarity. It's fine. They can't kill me.
Okay, he'll take the cheese over a soul ring at least.
Yeah. I like how he popped the clarity and he literally just got a second before the puck clicked him once. He's like, all right, don't need it anymore.
Hey, needs to remove it, which I feel like there's a lot of other things you're worried about in Region 4.
Matu gonna have to just play that sacrificial frontline role, try and set up that big team fight for the Darkseer Earthshaker. That's the last hope for Team Secret, but he's dying in the process. Gets healed up by the Greaves. There's the vacuum. The follow-up isn't there. The silence. They get Yapsor before he can blink. He gets picked off. No buyback. And Beastcoast have found the opening they were looking for.
Superman.
As they just go diving in. They're looking for more. They get the remnant pull onto the puck. That's 4 dead. It's about to be 5. It's about to be GG, I gotta imagine. Secret getting bested by the top South American team. They won Season 1, got second in Season 2, and Beastcoast, they're not here to mess around. They're looking like they've just secured Game 1 against Team Secret.
This is my first pleasant surprise of day 1. Like,
yeah.
I'm not shocked. I think Beastcoast is a solid team, but so far it's been a lot of 2-0s in favor of the team that you would think would win if you had to choose one. And Beastcoast put on a clinic.
Yep.
I think the only thing they're missing is a cape for Sven, like for proper roleplay. I think they've got everything else needed to have a clean performance. They're just chaotic, even when they're winning. You know, like what other team do you see winning and you just see a Tusk randomly feeding under the same ward 3 or 4 times? Because it's not random.
No,
but it looks like it is.
It's a little similar to what we saw, like Ice on his Lycan dying in the top lane last game, where it's like, okay, he gets picked off alone, and it kind of looks like he's, you know, quote unquote feeding, but there is a bigger picture that Beastcoast is seeing.
Bread and circuses. All smoke and mirrors.
Secret, it's TI, of course. You don't GG out. The 30k gold lead Mega Creeps, they're going to play it out. We've seen, I think it was last TI where there was like 5 Mega Creeps comebacks, and before that there'd only been like 1 or 2 in all the TIs combined.
I don't think Ursa was in any of those.
Probably not.
Doesn't seem like the type of hero.
But here we go. Vacuum. Where's the follow-up? They need it, and it's just not going to be coming in time. They're getting the Void Spirit low, but even he's going to find his way out of this one as there's the Global Silence. The Walrus Punch to follow it up, and this is looking all over as Matu does manage to bring down 1 or 2 with him. The Void Spirit did end up going down here, but what's the answer for this Timbersaw? 27 Bloodstone charges. Wisper has a Hex now. He solo kills Matu in the Fountain. He is just out of control.
He's the highest level in the game.
They have killed 3, though. It is 2 Beastcoast heroes versus 3 here, but it's the 2 you'd want to see. As yes, the Wisper Timber. Yeah, he's in the Fountain. He's not really dying. Maybe if he stays in the Fountain.
Give him like 7 more seconds in the Fountain. I think he'll go down.
Jeez, Rampage. It does feel good to see someone this good, Wisper, as he forces the GG and Beastcoast get.
Oh, Medusa. Against Nyx? Against Nyx Shadow Demon? I feel like those supports are really good against Medusa. It goes incredibly well with Venge. Medusa loves Venge on her team.
Yeah.
The AoE minus armor, the AoE or the bonus damage on all of her split shots. It gives them the hero to rally around. Would prefer to not have to always be fighting. Obviously, he's great at just being a blink stunner for your team. And they don't have the best way of punishing that. Earthshaker Venge. Earthshaker needs to get blink. Venge needs to farm the Ags. So that window where Sand King may feel pressured to have to go do things may not exist this game. So we may be looking at 3 very farmed heroes for Beastcoast, similar to last game where Wisper's sitting on a lot of net worth, similar to Timbersaw.
Smoke in. Yep, so in position with the boots to get away, and well, they'll get a D ward out of it and probably have to deny their own ward here, but a decent outcome overall. What kind of a neutral outcome? Maybe you play the mind game and don't deny it, because Secret's going to be like, okay, they denied it, so we're not going to sentry it. So you just leave it there. Yeah,
early warding makes me tired. whenever I think about it. These supports just do such finesse little things with their wards, where I'm like, man, that must have been like 1,000 games of just randomly placing wards and experiencing what people do, and there's just so many slight possibilities on such a seemingly simple part of the game nowadays. You know, back in the day, I feel like I could just drop a observer ward in lane or something. You know, call it good. That doesn't fly anymore.
Yeah. And those early game D wards, it's a lot of gold. I was talking to Jenkins about it. Yeah. I feel like Observer would give too much gold. It's kind of crazy how value sentries are. Like, even if you only get like an Observer with every 3 sentries, they still pay for themselves.
I am down for Observers to give 0 because I think it should still be rewarding to D-ward, but it can actually decide lanes. As Puppy just gives him an Ether Shock to the face.
Wow.
Did he have a Fairy Fire? No, he didn't. Oh, he might be going down here.
Yeah.
Level 2
He's
bench.
blocked. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Who's going down? Both are going down.
That's a Yapsor play right there. Yapsor 100% called that play. Hey man, we're gonna be able to kill the Shadow Demon. Maybe before you die.
Solo XP and gets the gold. Taking a look at the mid lane. Nisha not going to land the Split Earth. Could be not really in any trouble, but not winning the trade war so far. Chris Luck not going to be able to get to this water rune in time. That would have...
For a Sand King. Sand King struggles early levels, usually. And even though Medusa's still winning by a few CS, they don't... Like, Sand King's similar to Axe. He starts cutting creep waves, and they don't really stop him as...
Arcane Rune secured for Nisha. Nicely done. They get the Hex on Chris Luck, followed up by the Shackles. The Split Earth going to be there as well, and Chris Luck gets punished for trying to steal the rune. Well played by Secret to bring numbers. That's the crazy aggression and the wildness to it that sometimes succeeds. Similar to, I mean, it's like him and Schofield just have similar...
Channel rather than a... Or a cast point rather than a channel. So you can cancel it.
Shadow Demon goes down, but that does reveal there was a ward there. He got kind of walking on in. He has the homing missile. I believe they should be able to at least get Yapsor. He's got the Tranquil Boot, so he's pretty speedy. Nisha looking to turn. They start with the Split Earth. The follow-up is going to be there from Chris Luck. He comes diving in. Schofield from the low ground. Doesn't land the Impale, and the Fissure will help finish off the Gyro. Nisha just doing too much damage with the help of Yapsor here. They've killed off 2. That was a 2v4.
That's Leshrac. I just can't believe Secret somehow has a net worth lead with how greedy their heroes are.
Yeah. And now they are able to pressure the map with the early advantage of theirs. The Leshrac has max Edict, they've got the Serpent Wards, and while they pressure the map, of course, you've got Martu and Medusa who can just kind of sit back and farm, so this could bode poorly for Beastcoast.
Yeah, now that K1's been booted out of his lane, this free towers all around for Nisha. He'll just walk at this one first, then walk at the next one next, which is mid tower. They don't have the best heroes for holding mid tower. Sand King's decent with Sandstorm, just sitting yourself underneath the tower, but Wisper's playing for himself top. He's not going... Oh, he is going Blink.
Looking there, the Lesh can just go in the trees to edict it down, and they've got great wards down bottom, so they catch Schofield, who is not going to find a way out of there.
That was a really nice fissure to buy the extra 1/10 of a second to make sure that Nisha's stun landed before the Carapace came out, because that would have just been really annoying.
Yeah. Would have got the kill regardless, but yeah.
It just saves the time.
Yeah.
Right?
And the damage being reflected, whatever it may be. Oh, the Serpent Wards, maybe preventing Nisha from edicting from the trees, but not going to matter all too much.
Stinger's rich. Deny those wards, Puppy. There you go.
Yeah.
Much better. Yes. He's trying.
Yeah.
Oh, not quite.
Nice done by Chris Luck to clean them up. Beaker rotate in. They want K1 holding on to defensive disruption, and once they see that Shadow Demon, Secret decide not to commit. They want to keep playing around this mid lane. It seems like they really want this tier 1 mid tower. Especially when Yapsor's in the trees with potential fissure, but they'll take what they can get. Running with the Carapace, Schofield.
Forced out wards.
Okay. Found that goal. But also...
One hits for 360. It's no joke.
There's the Epicenter Blink initiation. They take out the Shaker.
And meanwhile, top, Nisha's chilling. They use the Demonic Purge, and he's all good to go.
Yep. Martu's pushed pretty far forward here. Grislux pulls him back with the Vortex. Have they got the damage for this one? Stinger doesn't have a Demonic Purge. And Matu will be okay. Not quite as close as I thought it might be.
Not going Axe, is going for the Scotty, which can sometimes backfire against the Nyx because you're just giving yourself more intelligence for more mana burn.
Disruption was there. They're going to hit a Split Earth. Nicely played by Nisha. May just be able to chase down Stinger here. They've killed Schofield, and they're just going to get both supports with ease as Nisha edicts down the tier 1 tower as well.
It's because he doesn't have the broom handle.
Dire's middle tower.
We're going to pay attention if anybody lives with like 40 health or less and he's hit them 3 times.
Runs into a sentry. The Blink Echo. Yapsor deletes the Nyx, gets the Fissure onto the second.
Yeah, it's a sick Fissure.
It feels... I mean, this game not going anywhere near as well as last game, but this is kind of the beast.
I'm scared of a smoke.
Great 2-man Burrow Strike with the follow-up damages there with the cooldown as well, and Zai does have the second life. The swaps Matu in with the Stone Gaze. He's trying to get in front of K1. K1 doing a nice job not getting gazed up, and they've killed off 3. They got Puppey as well in the backlines here. They do lose the Storm in the end. That was
Wisper
Nisha
looking to
finishing them off.
re-engage.
Yeah. Zai still has his Venger Illusion. Gets the Carapace out. That's going to take out the Illusion. The no detection for Schofield.
They're going to find Nisha.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Blink Burrow Strike, the Impale there as well. The damage is more than enough. Matu's in a 1 versus 4. Sand King incredibly low. Can he do it on his own? Wisper needs to stay in biz. They don't have detection for him. Oh!
The sentry's right there.
It was... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he ran just to the south of it. What a big...
Those last 2 deaths.
Yeah. And they're trying to fight without this Medusa now.
And it's 3,400 XP. Wow.
I feel like Beastcoast just team fights so well. We saw it game 1. We're seeing it again here. Wisper. He was the man in game number 1. He's looking to be the man here in game number 2 once again as he's just charging forward, hitting 2-man Burrow Strike after 2-man Burrow Strike. He wants more.
You're just chain feeding.
Another Burrow Strike coming on through. Zai with the swap out, but he's already dead. This is just his illusion. He will take out a Shadow Demon. That is just...
Scepter.
They did not get the double, though.
True.
I don't think Secret have one, at least not one that I see. It's Schofield.
That looks like a very standard Schofield death.
Yeah.
You know, so we talk about the dead lane being, you know, top on Philly. I don't know who started it. I think Lacoste actually started it. As he's camping on the high ground. Oh, they see him, though.
Jump on in. Sand King gets hexed before he can use a Burrow Strike.
Nice
the Vision
stun.
game. Nice disruption. Going to keep him alive a bit longer. Can he get out of this one? Oh! Yapsor, he mistimed the Echo Slam. They do still get the kill as Chris Luck jumps the backlines, wants the Shaman, but has to be careful. Has to respect the Hex. He gets caught by that. He's in all sorts of trouble. 2-man Fissure from Yapsor and Secret. They've got numbers. They want to chase. They want more. They'll definitely get Schofield here. Taking advantage of the high ground Observer Ward and Beastcoast. Completely caught out.
Yeah, I think if Wisper dies, Beastcoast has 0 chance to take fights. I think his Blink Stone is way too important. Because there's a lot of cast animations on Secret. Leshrac, all of his abilities have some sort of cast animation. Same with Shaker. Even Shaman except for the Hex, so... That instant burrow can be very disruptive for them to cast their chain of spells, and when he dies, it's really scary for Beastcoast to enter the fight at that point.
It's kind of the same thing, yeah, the Nyx and Sand King. It's just like, do they stun? They've got Serpent Wards, they've got Diabolic Deep, they've got a Medusa with an Aegis.
Okay.
And only Sand King here for the time being. They've got to maybe anticipate someone in the trees too. Yeah, Zai gonna scout him out.
He can't show because of the swap.
Yep. And this tower getting chipped away. I believe this probably forces Secret back with K1 showing up, and yeah, the whole team's coming in. So some decent damage from Secret, and yeah, most importantly, I feel like they just force the entire Beastcoast team back to the base.
Yeah, that's the goal of that move. And now Beastcoast, did they not have a smoke? Because that's like the only logical progression from there, and they have one, but it looks like they'd rather just reclaim their shrine. Okay, save it for better times later. They felt like that may have been forced.
Yeah. Scotty Aegis Medusa, so
yeah,
it's maybe a little scary to fight right now. How close? Yo, Nyx has Axe. Okay, so we do have that big upgrade.
Once they get Lotus Orb on Wisper, it's pretty huge. Against Venge Shaman, it allows him to even just like Sandstorm in the middle of fights and he won't get swapped.
Yeah.
Or hexed or anything like that. Very good item this game.
Round 2. They, I think, saw here as top lane. Like, okay, you're going to go push top again. We're going to keep pressuring you.
No Aegis on Lesh.
Yeah, Nisha's going to be a little careful. The swap save is there. Potential Epicenter Wisper cancels that one for now. Here's the disruption, making some Medusa illusions himself as Matu's going to be a little bit careful. Does get burrow struck here. Does still have the Aegis player on him. Wisper getting stunned up, gets bailed out here, and now K1 goes charging with the flak damage. They take out Medusa once. Can they do it a second time? Storm still has full mana. He can come back in. He's got an Arcane Rune as well. Finds Puppey, and the burrow strike. Epicenter. Huge damage on the backlines here. Nisha's trying to land Split Earth. He can't do so. Medusa, meanwhile, doing some good damage on the front lines. Got disrupted again, but they're just getting deleted. The Soul Catcher is doing so much here as Matu is so incredibly low. The burrow!
My God, again!
Wisper cannot be stopped. This man
carrying.
on the Sand King is just demolishing Team Secret. His two-man...
Zip. Oh, here it is.
There you go.
Maybe this is it.
Carapace, they drop the Serpent Wards. Here comes... Oh, Puppey gets the Hex off quickly, but no follow-up disables there. Chrisluck now BKBs, takes out Puppey to start things off, and they have lost the Nyx, who will buy back. Chrisluck getting a bit low on mana and health, has to ball himself out of there. As the physical damage is a bit too much to deal with, as K1 Hector on the front lines wants to go on Matu. Has he got the damage for this? Doesn't look like he's been stunned up. And with the Zai illusion coming in and sticking around,
I'm going to shut up
he's
now.
going to go down. Schofield does get out of the sentry, gets away from the stuns.
Okay.
Team Secret find themselves a good fight here. His job being the initiation with the, you know, he's got the Ags, he's got the second life. He can always have more swaps later on to save people as well with the illusion.
He's a kamikaze, you know. He jumps in, you kill him, he's gonna like blow up on you, you know. That's exactly what he's going for, because you just get all your abilities back. That's a lot of damage. What is he needs that level 20 talent on Zai. I think you would take the magic missile damage this game.
Stinger gets caught out. A little bit out of position, perhaps. There's the epicenter. Burrow strike follow-up. They've already killed up Puppey. Nisha can't finish off the Sand King because of the Yules, but does do so once he lands, and Sand King going to immediately buy back. Stone gets being committed. K1 in some trouble. He's just going to look to turn and fight with the Satanic.
That mana
Can't
burn.
quite fully lifesteal up, and yep, mana burn deletes Medusa's mana pool. The Echo Slam is there, but Matu, he's still so damn low, and K1 going to come in for the cleanup. Rocket Barrage takes out the Vangean. Yapso dies as well. Only Nisha surviving in the trees.
You don't play Dota all day. They did add that just recently, so there's no more. Whoops! I died right as my Aegis expired. Unless you're oblivious.
Are you a fan of that?
I personally like it because it's like a skill thing that I don't think like adds interesting
Yeah.
mechanic to the game. But
It's
there
a-
are the players that record at the time. Yeah. What about you?
I agree. I think it's a little, not gimmicky, but it's like knowing the exact second or whatever. I think it's fine to show.
Nice. Okay. Same.
We're on the
page.
same page, yeah. Yep. Little cheeky Lesh illusion, poking around. Swapping on the Nyx.
He has a
He
burrow.
wasn't burrowed, but he's got the Aeon Disc. Can he get into the burrow afterwards? It's perhaps too late. He's been hexed now as well to jump in. Storm Chris Luck gets gazed up. Does manage to zip his way out of there. They've taken out Puppey. That's a lot of the disables. Nisha in trouble getting chased down by the Skadi. Chara, is the damage there? Yes, it is. Beastcoast run through Team Secret once again. And no Stone Gaze, no BKB on Medusa for the high ground defense.
Schofield's Mr. President here. Get down, Mr. President! As Stinger's like disrupting him, Whispers Lotus orbing him. They use literally everything to save Schofield. And you can tell Secret knows, like, this guy has to die.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is the carry of the team fights. As Hector is the one just pushing the right-click button.
Yeah. Well, we're at the point where you can't just totally ignore Hector now.
No, this is the dream as Gyro, because the way you beat
Yeah.
Gyro is focusing him down full to zero, and there is no way they can afford to focus Gyro here. So that feels really good.
Yep.
I think Gyro is the be-all, end-all carry in all of Dota if you can't afford to put 4 heroes on him and kill him. With the Nyx Assassin threat and even the Sand King threat and the Shadow Demon save, it just seems near impossible for Secret to play these team fights.
And they're smoking around this time, so I know there's a little window. Do they go for that swap? Puppey was thinking about some kind of a play. Starts with the Hex, just
Yeah,
trying
get
to
him low.
bait out a reaction here. There's the Lotus Orb.
Don't finish him.
No. You got to imagine Beastcoast themselves are saying, that we'll dangle him, but we're not going to commit.
Yeah,
We're
nice
not going to get
try,
baited.
nerds.
Schofield's very far forward here.
It's not 20 minutes into the game anymore, Schofield.
He's got the Aeon Disc still. Burrows on in. He's baiting this one. The Storm. Axe Vortex catches out 3 with the Burrow Strike follow-up. It's a huge triple kill for Wisper. His Sand King has been the hero of this game. And he continues to put up a hell of a performance.
Get your poggies out of the chat, guys. This has been... This is just such clinical play by Beastcoast for both of these games. Secret, I think they got caught with their pants down this series. They were not ready for this caliber of
K1.
Oh my god, again!
Another 2-hero burrow into a 2-man vortex. They thought they had an opening, but K1 just satanics and chuckles it off.
He's just flexing on him at this point.
He's like, hey, just hold me in. Blink, Echo, Yapsor takes out Wisper.
Okay.
Takes out the Storm, Matu.
Okay.
Have they overplayed their hand? I don't think so. They're going to buy back the Storm. I think Beastcoast are smelling victory here, so they're going to go all in. They're going to be a little bit careful, but they've got 4 down. They're going to force out a buyback, and Matu, if he dies, he's got a buyback, so maybe he can kind of keep things going a little bit longer. Zai swaps out. It's just his illusion, but he needs to keep this alive for the defense here. He doesn't want to lose it.
He needed that.
Yeah. Medusa would love those auras.
Oh, that's brutal. He's dead for 90 on bench, so it's so important because he's like their disruption on their side.
Yeah.
And now, yes, Yapsor can fissure them, but if Matu walks up again, there's no Echo Slam.
They get
even these illusions alone.
disruption. Oh.
Mana burn his ass.
Playing the objective game. Be a little bit careful. They did use and commit some buybacks there. K1 has his, but Storm definitely saying, you know, I'm not. It's either him or Sand King.
If you break Venge and she dies, does she still get the illusion? Because it's tied to a passive.
Oh, they give it Sand King. I think Wisper's like, I've been. Are we going to see more heroes in the Burrow Strike? Nisha, that's the Ag Shard, so we're going to see more and more split Earths.
That thing's annoying. But I don't think it's going to matter this game.
Each one just happy to stand outside of it. Do what he can. They're just happy to just chip away at this one. Maybe the swap in. He's not burrowed, but he's got the A on disc. Ball in from the Storm Spirit, getting the backlines. That's Puppey again. He keeps going down. Doesn't have that BKB or an
Nick's
A on
gone.
disc. Taking out Nyx, but he'll just buy back. The Stone Gaze being committed. K1 getting low, has a Satanic. Can he lifesteal up through this one? You betcha. Still alive, still holding his ground, still fighting. As Shaker goes down, multiple buybacks from Beastcoast. They want to force this. They want to end this one. They've got 4 dead, and that's surely going to be GG. You know what else feels good? It feels good to 2-0 Team Secret for Beastcoast and their fans. This is a huge win here on day 1 of the TI Group Stage. That sends a message to everybody in Group B, I believe.
This might be the best series I've seen in a long time by one individual player. Wisper.
Yeah.
Wisper just styled on these fools, man. Secret, that might as well have been 5 knees on Secret, man. They were getting owned. I mean, honestly, Secret, I think played pretty well. I think they, like, this average